like the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up like a 4th and 1. We sneaky when we slide.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
Okay, ready?
Right to the air is Willis. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The Titans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about, but one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second down and goal. Willis. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check. Warriors 17.
Willis on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Pulling good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Colts pick it up. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They find some open field here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's a give up the middle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal?
Hey, check that. Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on fourth down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on fourth down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Going on fourth down, here's Willis. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got Pierce. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get it over the end zone.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Handoff as they run the counter play. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's got the 1st down and more. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point and good by Bullock. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Delivers another one to Pierce. Touchdown! Alec Pierce. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Ready? Check match.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Set. Nineteen tight. Rig alert.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Colts. Alan Lazard from 6 yards away. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Willis. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off 14 Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 65 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Now Willis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Amir Smith-Marset now for this end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A big play there, 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Roll. Unlock right.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory.